Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for your bonus quick news update, I've got a load of images that I found on the internet that I just want to share with you. So for those of you who are unaware, it is of course Megacon at Orlando. That is what's happening this weekend. Hasbro are going to be doing a panel, Hasbro have got a booth, and that's of course what I've got for you today. Day one of the booth setup. You can see Evans there with Emily setting it all up, and also a lot of these figures we've of course seen before, and in fact some lucky people around the world have actually managed to get these figures in hand. But I just think there's something special and something that I really enjoy, to be honest, when we get to see these, because not only do we get to see these figures again with the other members of their team exactly like this, but we also get to see them posed. We get to see them in quite a bit more detail. So we're going to start off with the Constructor Cons, and of course the twin pack that we know is going to be coming out very soon. So we've got long haul there with the trailer, loads of really good images of this. These, by the way guys, are all from TFW 2005. So if you want to see any more of these, you can see it says right there is Hook. There is way more than this. I've just screen grabbed about 150, I think was the total number, but again there is actually more, and I've tried to group them into the correct figures and categories for you. I'm very excited for these. I know that they're coming under quite a bit of scrutiny for things like this, which is obviously what the photographers looking at, like the knee joints, etc., like all the exactly that, like the ratchets and loads of things, I suppose, like that. So because they're coming under scrutiny, I think the person who's took these photos has highlighted or trying to highlight exactly what everybody is looking for. There is one thing that nobody can deny though. Look at that for cartoon accuracy. It's amazing. It is so good. I like the fact we've got the powered up mode as well, which was of course a bonus that you could do with the Generation 1 figures, and that was of course take all the parts, the combiner parts kibble, and attach them to the alternate mode, and indeed do exactly that, power up your vehicle. So you can see here again, fantastic images. They do look great. Again, they really are showing here with the images, I suppose, the articulation points on these figures. But again, well, I'm going to have the first two in hand over the weekend myself, so stay tuned to the channel for some in-depth reviews and indeed, I suppose, guides to the first two, Scrapper and Bone Crusher. But I'm very excited for these. I do think they look great. There of course is the packaging, and again it does confirm in a second, even though it's saying that there's 2 of 6 Constructor Cons, there's only going to be 5 boxes, because of course, which we've seen, there you go, it says on the box there, 3 of 5 for the boxes, but there is of course still 6 members. I know it's a little bit confusing. I've got some images here of the box art, because again, the artists who are behind all this, they need a shout out as well, because the boxes, I think, of late, and I'm sure you'll all agree, have just been spectacular. Okay, on to the main event of this particular part. There is Devastator. Again, it looks amazing. This is only a grey prototype, and I can't wait to see this in full colour. I think when we see him in full colour, we'll get the proper gist of, I suppose, just how good he's going to look. You can see here again, they've focused, I suppose, on the parts of the articulation. If we go back to the full mode, you can see there that the waist is fully swiveling, so that's fantastic. There's also detail, which you're going to see in a second, where the hip skirts are going to be lifting up as well, and of course the swivel at the top of the thigh. So again, he's going to be super articulate by the looks of it. Mixmaster, of course, is the one that we've not actually seen in colour yet, and that pretty much is the Constructor Cons. There's loads more to still go through with you guys, so this is some of the Studioseries figures that of course we are expecting. Age of Extinction, of course, Leader Class Optimus Prime. I've got that on pre-order. Shockwave, I always love Shockwave, no matter what his iteration is. I'm definitely going to be getting that. Then of course we've got Ironhide from the War for Cybertron game, and of course this is probably one of the most anticipated figures of this year as well. I love the fact that every single iteration of him has a powered up mode as well, which is great. Triptychon, do you know what, I really feel like getting mine down off the shelf directly above this camera, because I don't know whether it's just the colour scheme on this that's making it look a million times better. I'm not too sure. But again, loads of good images of this, especially around the knees. Again, Evan did mention that they have managed to fix or improve on the ratchet joints around the knees. I didn't realise, or I mean, again, is it because of the new paint job? Look at the detail on the mould. Incredibly detailed all over. Looks incredible. We've got full tilt at the front. I'm really excited for this, to be fair. Even though I've got one, as I say, sitting up here, this colour scheme for me just totally works. I think it definitely looks a million times better, which is weird, because of course I normally like the toy decos, but for this one I'm definitely going, there's them knees I'm on about, definitely going for the cartoon deco. So more Age of the Prime stuff, and again I'm going to reiterate what I'd said in a podcast not so long ago. I think this is the strongest wave of figures that we've seen definitely since I've been doing these videos. So 5 years because next month I've been doing YouTube, and this first wave of Age of the Primes is easily the strongest. Yes, we've got some redecos here, you know, Grimlock again using that War for Cybertron mold, sorry, Studio Series 86 mold, just got to correct myself there, but it's a great mold, it's a great figure, the colour scheme is brilliant, lovely striking blue. Silverbolt looks great with and without the thing on the back. The thing on the back I think looks way better being used as like a base. As I've said in other videos, it definitely reminds me of like a Hoth battle scene. I know it's a completely different story and a completely different toy line, but it looks like that sort of battle in battlement. I think it looks really good. Superior looks good even though he's got no limbs. He's okay, he's a bit skinny if that's what you're wondering why he looks skinny, because if you have a look, he doesn't have any of the parts attached to him. But again guys, we've got to talk about cartoon accuracy. It's stunning. Wait till you see the zoom-ins on the head sculpts of the individual bots in a second. It's amazing. Star Convoy, of course, I'm going to call him Star Convoy, sorry guys, because he is, I know he's Star Optimus Prime on the box, etc. I like there's a few images here of this particular mode. We've seen via Marclonus, etc., the base mode, quite a lot of that, and of course the robot mode, but not too much detail on the alternate, which again, it's good. I like it. The fact that there's still all these 5mm ports all the way over it, which means that you're going to be able to attach things to it. It means you're going to be able to put blast effects on it, guns, etc. I think it looks good, and I say it's a brilliant homage to that original toy. That's why I've got this t-shirt. That's why I've got this t-shirt done. I just love Star Convoy. I think it's one of the amazing figures, and in fact he's creeping in there in the background of this actual video. It's just a fun toy, and again, can't wait to get hold of that myself indeed. The homages to it, the brilliant things, you know, with the rotating table, with the Rodimus figure, with the little trailer. As I say, I'm more than convinced that we're going to be getting the rest of the battle stars because of all the things that they're showing off that you can and can't do. Look, the fact that you can clip the trailers with other ones, see there's the attachment parts there. Why would they do that? Why would they do attachment parts for the mini trailers if they weren't going to give us other figures with their mini trailers? As I say, if you're unsure what I'm talking about guys, I've done a video on here called Sky Gary is Next, and you will see why, because little things like that, they're little tells for me, definitely. There's the little Rodimus figure, which again is great, and I actually think that looks better than the Kingdom Core class version of him. And there they are again. Lovely figure. I've run out of superlatives to describe this guy. He's fantastic. Solus Prime, of course, she looks amazing. Detail looks great. Alternate mode is something fantastic, especially when you see what she's looking like in robot mode. Again, really excited to see her. Then, of course, we've got some more of the primes, and that, I don't know, is it a snowcat? I don't know what it is, but I like the look of it. When I first saw it, I thought it was perhaps a potential reuse of the Crosshairs mold, which of course was Ironhide and everything from Siege, but of course you can see now definitely that it definitely isn't. And again, it looks great. Yes, the Matrix can attach to the sword, even better, looks absolutely amazing. Can't wait. Again, I'm just going to gloss over Jazz because he is just a very simple package refresh, and we've got lots of versions of him. Q or Wheeljack, whatever you want to call him, he does look to be a bit of a better update. I've managed to review, because I did have, but I have sold on the original. I'm going to see if I can borrow him back to do the review. That figure's amazing. I got to review that funny enough with Evan at the MCN last year. It's so good, and again, it looks that he's going to be coming out hopefully slightly earlier than we first thought. This prime I'm a bit on the fence with. It looks very basic, but it is only deluxe class, so we wait to see, or I wait to have it in hand, shall I say. This Red Alert looks fantastic. I need again to have a look at this in hand to have a play with. Looks really good. Details on it fantastic. Same with Waspinator here, this little wasp. Brilliant use of the Bumblebee mold. Great color scheme. That looks borderline chibi to me, to be honest, but I think, yeah, can't wait to get hold of this as well. Right, so here's the rest of the aerial bots I was on about, so wait till we get zoomed in and seeing the head sculpts. And I know that, as I said already at the beginning of the video, some lucky people around the world have got these in hand normally already, because it's weird, the distribution, they've gone here, there and everywhere. But I think for people like myself, look at that, it's amazing. People like myself, it just hypes me up. That is perfect, even more for when I'm able to get these figures in hand myself. So of course there's your Superior shelf, and we're going to move on. I think this is the final one, and again, I know that he's been dotted around everywhere, but again, just an amazing figure. Huge. It looks like they've gone back to what I would describe as proper leader class size figures. He does look very good. His attachments look good. His accessories look good. And again, most anticipated baddie, shall we say, for me. This is Sentinel Prime sort of a baddie as well, to be honest. I'm not including Star Convoy because he's a given. But yeah, this guy is going to be very, very, very well anticipated. But there you go, guys. As I say, all them images are from TFW 2005. I'm going to keep you up to date if I can, with of course, because I'm going to be in demand as well, doing something similar to what they did at Megacon. Nowhere near as many as reveals, obviously, but it's going to be a great day out, and I'm going to be keeping you up to date with this over the weekend. So stay tuned to the channel, and of course, if you want to see these, TFW 2005. Thanks for watching. Take care.